What the heck? Mason, it does not say you're online on Minecraft. Okay. Are you online right now? You said you had to relog again. That's different. It still doesn't say we're friends. That's the issue. Oh wait, there you are. I pressed added. If for some reason it didn't have you added. Okay, Mason, I have you added. So can you add me? Okay, for some reason, anytime I find your account, it says that I have to add you, but then you are already added. Okay. I'm loading back into the world. Still says you're offline. Or that you are not online. You are? It says I do not have permission to view this profile for some reason. I've added you to my favorites, so like... I have no idea, Mason. Well, I've added you like 25,000 times, and yet... that seems to have gone nowhere. What? Okay. When you join, if you do join, don't look at your screen. But currently it does not look like you will be joining. No, never mind, you're in. Okay, don't look at your screen. I don't want to look at these things. Were you right next to Bachman? Okay, I'm only looking at the floor. I'm gonna teleport you to your thing. Okay, I got you. You should be at your thing now. But what were you saying? Your mic is so laggy I can't understand a word you're saying, Mason. I kind of want to keep this scale down right here. Are you loaded in, Mason? This is when it starts to get a bit complex. You're in? Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, Mason. Mine also looks ugly. You shouldn't take a look at mine until it's done. Because even then it'll be bad, but it'll be a tiny bit better. I'm definitely liking this build more than my magic build. Way better because my magic build was ugly. You didn't have a magic build, so you wouldn't know. Oh, that's right. Kind of forgot you had a magic forest. Okay, I want to build another thing right here. This is so devious membing right now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I took the sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7. What was it? I didn't. Okay, I need to fix that. There we go. Boom, boom. Okay. This is pretty good. Except for that, I want to combine this with all of these. And O instead. He just deserved to, you know what I mean? I thought it'd be quite obvious. Oh, he has, so on call with me without then telling me that I didn't hear anything. Yes, both of them. For which one? I've said both a couple times. Well, yes, of course. Connor's called me one without knowing that they were bad, and then I had to tell him that it was bad. No, I actually don't. Everyone keeps on telling me about this one. I just don't remember that. Sticks and stones may break. Just like how gay used to mean happy. He's like, back in my day, people were all the gay all the time. I'm like, well, technically, but I mean, it's technically you're not wrong. People were still gay. Thankfully, I used concrete powder and it didn't fall down because I'm just too good. Time to play with some more redstone. You are dissing my terracotta. I cannot believe you. Bro, you're a horrible person. You are not a builder. Um, yes. I wish I could say the same for me. I don't deal with people who haven't even gotten to top 3 in life. Oh, wait, thank God, second. I don't deal with people who haven't won the life season. I do include winning one-offs, Mason. That's why I can talk to you. Nope. Lynn has not won a single thing. I think you misjudge how big that group really is. Yes, see, Mason understands. Uh, no. I wish I did. That gets 3 or 4. That is so racist. You cannot say that. What you know about some Membean? What do y'all know about Membean? Neither do you. Have you even met my Membean? She isn't. She's actually the baddest baddie you've ever met. I know. Ooh, ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, I freaking love it. Let me take a look at this from the outside. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Dude, it's so freaking good, bro. It's so... What? I'm acting like I've just mastered Redstone, because I have. No, you don't understand, Mason. I just mastered Redstone. I'm... JK, I haven't really, but like, I believe myself too. Okay, okay, okay. If I do that, then put that there, and then I put that there with a double... No? Okay, see, the issue is that's also the slowest. So now I need to play this really well. This needs to have a delay, a very heavy delay. Oh, that's easy. That's easy money lane. Okay, I think I finished. This is a redstone speed run. Oh my gosh. I freaking love it. That's a bit too slow. What? What do you say? Then you say they are disqualified from your build. I like it. I like it. Now it's time to... Now it's time to go ahead and... You know... Okay. That looks really beautiful. Actually. Dude, this is a good front of my build. Honestly. You know, for a pressure build, this is not bad. Mason, I finally felt good about something. And you had to go ahead and just ruin it. Mason, shut up. Yeah, actually. I pride myself in not having done drugs, so that is a lie. But I don't care, because that's what someone who does drugs does. I need to add buildings back here, but I don't want to build them as tall as that one, because this sucks. But then again, it would make the build look a lot cooler than just a brown field. Because there's already a brown field over here that I already don't want to build, but it's such a small area that I don't really want to build. Oh, you know, I'm going to pull a genie and do all of them. All the above. Let's R-word some people. Let's racist some people. What block should I use? This is getting... Oh, wait, I forgot I was going to do that. Yes. This will be fun. This will be fun. And I'm going to use copper bulbs and everything. So true. Stop. You're so true. You got that, girly? Oh, yeah. Go, girly. I just did, girly. I'm so sorry that I'm just too good for you. Yes, actually, I cheat out off myself. How'd you know? I definitely did not cheat on my sister country's project by using Gemini. Wait, actually? Did you actually cheat? Thank goodness. I was about to go, be so for real. Now see, that's the only part I actually did before I realized we actually had to make a dish. Because I kind of forgot. Which is why I got a 98, was because my dish wasn't fusion enough. Because popped stroopwafel is apparently not fusion enough. Okay, as much as I know I'm going to use those, I want to go ahead and put them in real quick because I want to grab these things because, you know. Okay, that's fair. So, yeah. He hates us. Alright. By the way, me and you and Bachman are the only people not finished. Josh said he's basically done. What? Yeah, they're weird like that. They do. I love them. Yes. It's all the game's fault. Blame the game. It's not your fault, Mason. You're too cool for it. I'm building catwalks. This is so cool. This is going to be the catwalk hub. And now we're going to go out this way. Oh my gosh, Mason. I've never built with this block before. So this is actually so cool. What? I can't believe you'd say that about me. Aw. Um, I learned how to play left, right, center. Would you know? Mason, that's so mean of you. To assume that I did. Mason, I hope you jump. For joy. Because you're too cool. I did not break that. This game is making up lies. I love mint cheese. Loved. Really? Dang. Mint cheese just hates us and closed on. Dude, I remember when my mom came home and said, mint cheese is gone. And I'm like, I started bawling my eyes out, bro. Like, actually. No, no, but obviously we were, like, so young when it closed. I went there for a long, long time. AK 17 years of my life. I was expecting a twin because you were not 17 years old, but you know. Dang it. I wanted you to pull an Atlas. More than that. Captain Oblivious also. Dude. Atlas Everdeen. Oh. Dude, I love this. This is so cutesy. And my transition, I don't know what I'm gonna do, how you're gonna get up here, or if you are gonna get up here, but this looks so cute. Cat piss Everdeen. Sun-kissed Everdeen. Sun-kissed with my spleen. Labubu Everdeen? Is that what I just heard? Mason, I uploaded a Skylife Season 2. And that includes you going, I need my Labubu Funk now. While I'm actively killing you. You know, you should, honestly, Mason. Hate yourself. No. Go. Do it. Hate yourself. Are you okay? What did you do? What did you do? And? Okay. What are you gonna do about it? This is actually looking kind of good, not gonna lie. Why is this actually looking kind of sick, not gonna lie? Am I just, like, sick with it, I guess? Mason, I hope you jump. For joy. Because you deserve to. You just said jump? That's all you said? Oh my gosh, bungee drop. Are you doing SO next year? I would doubt it. In every event we were in together, we sucked. The only event you did good in is bungee drop. I mean, I beat A-team in astronomy, and I'm shocked by that. But you know, I'm dropping out of astronomy. as an OnlyFans driver, is what I thought you were going to say, not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna ask you how you know because, you know, you just asked me to not ask you how you know. And see, I'm polite. Wait, what the freak? How did I make this work? Okay, so see this? Maybe you should just learn that jumping is better than sitting anyway. Too bad. I know it's today. What, you don't like my singing? Oh, I already knew you were a racist. I always knew you were a racist. I could tell by the way you talked. I'm gonna miss Zach so much. No. Duville. And Chornicus, it is that deep. Well, I knew you were what you were going to say. I finally learned how to build with trapdoors, and I'm so proud of myself. Okay. This is honestly looking pretty good. It's definitely adding to the overall crowdedness, but I need to make this even more crowded. This needs to become something. Ooh, maybe like a tree. What if I made it like... What if I made like a mechanical tree? What? You know, I'm really proud of my redstone. My redstone's gotten better. Like, over this one build. Thank you. Wait, how do I... Why do I have every single one besides exposed? Well, I guess you've just been exposed, but like... Wait, where the heck is my exposed? There it is. It's not even exposed. I'm looking for my oxidized, but whatever. So how does this work? Does it have to be powered by redstone? I'm going to assume so. Chornicus. I'm addicted to the feel. Sorry. Shut up. Someone's addicted to crack, and I wonder who that is. Okay. She's already been my mother. What? I clearly don't. Wait, no. What? What handbook? Yeah, see, I'm straight. Why do I need to study? Mason, I have a girlfriend. What the freak? Do what was required. I don't need skibidi toilet. I don't need your skibidi toilet, Mason. It makes a ticking sound. That's so good. Like, actually, though. Same. I am really condescending. I'm an obsessed child addict. See, Mason gets it. He just does. And after 9 years of being a lawful husband, what is that? Bro, what? No, maybe, Mason, maybe you shouldn't be disappointed. Maybe you should be happy. You know, because they didn't do something horrible. You know, Mason, why do you live? No, I don't. I actually am okay with diorite. It's one of my more favorite building blocks. Yo, what is happening? Okay, no, I'm just gonna do this. I'm done with all this tomfoolery. I mean, I don't know who Tom is, nor do I know who he's fooling, but like... Why is this being held up now? Okay, see, this one's blinking. Why are none of these blinking? POV legally blonde. I didn't ask you. Well, everyone used to be blonde. Are you assuming my gender? Oh my gosh, you assume my gender. I freaking knew it. Nobody will notice that. Everyone will just see, yo, cool lights. Bro, that actually looks sick. I'm gonna do one on a big scale now. I feel like it. And I have just the place to do it. This isn't gonna be that big of a scale, is it? I could do it there, but I like that area just having no lights. I like it just being like a trash dump. So what if I make this area strictly out of oxidized copper? Like, and, oh my gosh, I get these in the mix. I'm a bit of a dubious member myself. Oh my gosh. Wait, I want to test something. I have no idea. Can you do this? No, you can't. But what you can do is you can move like this, right? Yes. So if you have it... Okay, I have a funny idea. I want to try this. Right here. I kind of just want to try this. Let's see how this goes. We did. Okay, only me. Okay. Yeah, you are pretty. I just want a friend who acts like BFDIA pen really bad. I don't know, because it's funny. I do everything because it's funny. Because I'm the funny one. That's why I wasn't doing good on the last one, because I didn't set everything back a bit. Oh, frick. Okay, no, this isn't going well. I need to do this. And then I need to... What? Oh my gosh, I forgot to put redstone back. There we go. Oh wait, frick, I realize now. Okay, this might need to be extended a lot if I want this to be good. I have no idea how good this is gonna work. Oop. I like that. It adds to the vibe. I'm such a what? I thought you said something entirely different, not gonna lie. I'm gonna make piss building, because I just feel like it. No, I'm feeling really pissy right now. Oh, he's pissy. That's the T. You know what else is funny? Yes. You look ugly. Sigh. Maybe next time. You know, I feel like making the walkway more harder to traverse honestly fits the vibe even more. I accidentally just got rid of it entirely. Well, looks like I'll never be using that again. Even though it's like such a valuable block. Okay, time to use this frog light. I'm afraid I don't know what I'm doing. I have no reason to be afraid. What? I think you just crouch and interact with them. Does that work? I'm sure you can just keep on toying around with them or look it up or something. Do you want me to look it up? I'm gonna look it up for you. How to make copper golem. Make copper golem do poses. Make sure your hand is empty and right click the statue. So I have no idea what that means. Let it fully oxidize so it turns into a statue. Make sure it's a statue. We'll just make sure it's a statue. With an empty hand, simply approach the statue and press left trigger. That's generally one of the most first things you should have done whenever you were doing this. Why didn't you think of that sooner? It's like the obvious thing you should do. At least you know how to use slash clear. Well, hey, still consider it one thing you know how to do that you didn't know how to do before. Okay, I've made this 3 blocks tall. You know, everything that is there, I'm just going to make it taller. Every single top of a block is just going to become taller. I want to see the effect this gives of a very odd bottom and then a very straightforward top. I wonder who's an odd bottom. What haven't you used yet? I want to know. Okay, fine. I guess I will see. Yeah, so today, whenever I finish all my outside, I'm going to... Okay. Whenever I finish all my outside, I'm going to get off. Once I finish the whole outside. But once I finish the whole... But then next time, tomorrow, I'm going to finish all the insides. Which my hope is that the inside is going to be shorter, but, you know... There's really no way to know. I like this one kind of just being super simple. Like, this is a really simplistic building. It's just stripes. You simpleton. Thou shan't steal my prized racehorse. Thou shan't regret this. Girl, stop. I wrote those lines for you and you still mispronounce them. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. You made me cry every time you say it because I spent time on that script and then you just butcher it. Girl, stop. How it feels to be a scriptwriter when Eliana reads your work. Girl, stop. I'm afraid you've lost your signal. What? What? I want to be a... Oh, I promised Layla I'd watch that movie, like, ages ago, and I still haven't. Man, I'm a horrible guy. But, you know, Minecraft is more important than gay movie. What? You know what you can't say? Anything. Because I'm taking away your privileges. I'm slash banning you. I didn't. I slash kicked you last time. Well, I'm sorry, but the footage doesn't lie. Well, the thing is, if it says streamed a while ago, then it isn't edited. Streams can be staged, but, like... It's easy to tell if a stream was staged via viewer interaction, if there's a lot of viewers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If viewers tried to interact with him, and then he didn't respond to them at all, or his responses didn't make sense to what the chat was saying, that'd be kind of obvious. Okay. Time to put a bunch of stuff in chests because, by God, my inventory's getting full. No, thanks, I'm good. You leave me but no choice. Okay. You know, this fits the vibe great, actually. I like this. Oh, frick off. I forgot I had these. Oh my god. No, it's torch time. I didn't want to have to do it. It's time. Is that David? Is that David Miller himself? It's time. Anyway, okay, right here, this is going to be the face. I want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I break the fourth block? Yeah, I did. Okay, perfect. Then going over 2. Then going out 2 in both directions. Then going up 3. And boom! I have now made my next face to play with. With no room inside. I have genuinely no room. This is going to be the biggest challenge of the entire time so far. Okay, but where do I want the... I want one here. I want to make this one kind of simple. So, like, this. A pattern I've kind of done before. No, it doesn't. I feel like it looks... I feel like this just, like, looks better. You know, I like that a lot more. Well, time to see how I can do with this. Oh, and that, of course. Can't forget this. Now, how am I going to make this all work? Starting off, we got to make the flooring. Can't be working with everything just floating in the air for no reason. I mean, we can use the bottom half, but there's really no means for that. Probably should have thought about making it easier for me. Okay, we can at least make a circuit. And we can start by going all the way out, then in, and then we can make a longer circuit. Papa Geppetto. Stop. That's what you sound like right now. Like, actually, like, shut up. Stop, you make me laugh, like, so hard. Stop, like, I'm gonna get a hernia. Okay, so see, this is the next big problem. I can't get that to be powered. Well, actually, yes, I can. That's so free. this needs to be way slower. And it needs to be powered by this also. Let me go ahead and repower this. Okay. Now, see, the issue is now there's physically no way to get something inside there. So instead, what I can do is if I went like this with that, went around like this, boom, boom, and now I have this block open. If I went ahead and did something like this, went up, that touches that counts? You know, I'm not going to complain, actually. I really like that. But that doesn't count. Nope, of course it doesn't. Wait, that works? Okay, so that works for that. But it doesn't work for that. Well, what about that? Okay, so... Now, if I could just figure out a way to... Okay, I think I figured it out. Yep, that adds some character to that. And I've officially finished the bottom half. Now it's time for the arguably harder top part. Not bottom. Whoa. You're no murderer. You're no killer. Heather, believe me, is so 2010. Okay, I don't actually know if I have room for the middle. Not gonna lie. Because where am I even supposed to get the power from? Like, genuinely. I'm so lost already. Where did the power even end? Here? What kind of needs to end there? Okay, that one still lights up even though it's powering that. And I'm just not even going to question. I'm just going to go ahead and try and power the middle. Okay, there's this one right here that needs to be powered by something. This needs to be powered by something. Okay, sure. As long as it's powered, I really don't care. And then I don't want to really mess with the perfect symmetry that is the right side. Because this place is just... The right side is so nice. It's just perfect symmetry. The left side genuinely makes me want to throw up. I think I might move before you, Mason. That's so sweet. To say that I deserve to die. A break from life. A break from life. You know, you're so thoughtful, Mason. Maybe this is why they call you the Thought. What? Me and you? You know, Mason, I never thought you'd be to be a bed and breakfast kind of gal. Stop, dude. Wait, can I actually perfect this? Oh my gosh, I can. Oh my gosh, is it not actually going to interrupt a single thing? Wait, there's a chance? Please? Yes? Yes? We are so back. Oh my gosh, we are so back. Dude, this is so epileptic, bro. I have one more light I need to fix. How do I get... Okay, let me just check out outside. It is actually so hypnotic, I love it. You don't know if you're going to be able to finish it, is what you're saying? Well, it doesn't matter because I'm sure you can find something. Genuinely, I'm actually crashing out. How do I get this last light? Something needs to come in from this side. Could I do a drive-by? I mean, what's stopping me from just, like... That doesn't get power from anything. That doesn't give power to anything. Neither does that. I need that block there in order to power any of this. Right? But the issue is, now that I have that, can I suck all my power out or something? Okay, let's think. Do I need this block? No, I don't. In fact, I don't need any of these blocks besides that one. Because those are the two that are blocking it. I can't place a block here, which means I can't make a straight path there. Now, nothing is stopping me from building in here because literally no one will ever possibly... I mean, you'll see it, but you won't go in it. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Which includes destroying this bit. Okay. Can't place that stair. I'm just going to hope that... What? What? What's changing? Mason, you know, this is why I wanted you to die. Oh, yeah, the texture? Yeah. Well, that's how Prismarine works. That's how Prismarine works. Please tell me it works. Oh my gosh, wait. There's a chance that I might have just done the biggest redstone contraption. And I swear, whenever my build is done, whenever we've all done our builds and our seeks, I think I will have to show you guys the inner workings of my redstone. Oh my gosh, that's so cool looking. Now it's time to do the fun part, which is the extra building. Wait, what? Why is it bad like this? What? What? No. Okay. This works. Does it? It does. It works. It works. It's beautiful. It's alive. Don't forget to shift when you're near a rift. I hope you survive and also thrive. Oh my gosh, I made it look like it's melting. Oh. And then you of course have the underground, which this is tempting me. This is tempting me. And it's working. Okay, time to make a real fast, hopefully, I haven't even finished my exterior yet, but I'm being a lazy bum. I'm just trying to figure out how big I need to make this area. I have technically unlimited room, which is kind of crazy to think about. Well, not unlimited, but like, you know what I mean. Unlimited in the sense of... Well, I mean, considering that I made an entire redstone, like 5 redstone contraptions and my game isn't lagging. Okay. As long as you don't place tens of thousands of beehives, you should be fine. You have beehives placed? Okay, thank goodness. I was about to say, if you place beehives, I'm going to molest you. And for YouTube purposes, I have to say this is a joke. And that's exactly why I would. In a heartbeat. Okay. Time to just go ahead and put this in a... Okay, I need to expand this area, bro. I cannot. I'm about to gentrificate all of these people. This place does not have to look nice. I really don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's what we're going to start by doing. We're going to start by doing that. And let me see. Does this power anything? Just from being this far beneath it. No, but if I were to do this... Why does that not power it? What the freaky deaky? It's just not powerful enough. Yeah. What's your oopsie poopsie? Oh, so a bunch of them broke. What? It sounds like you're kind of, undergoing some pretty bad stuff. Can you build underneath the void? Nope. This sucks. Wait. Casey, I was really hoping for something to work there, but no, I don't think anything's gonna work there. I think I might as well just give up. Okay, I just want to finish my exterior now. This whole area right here cannot be grass. I cannot have any grass in my build. There's 2 areas I really need to work on for exterior-wise. This whole entire corner... Actually, 3 areas. This whole entire corner, this little section right here, and this massive area over here. This is going to turn into another thing, I think. What? You can share your building techniques after. Well, the thing is, Mason, I'm not good at building, so, like, talking to someone like Bachman or, like, Sarah would be way better than me. Oh. Still. My point still stands. Okay, I want to get all my blocks back because my dead, decaying grass blocks are actually... Oh my gosh! How could I possibly forget about one of the best blocks to build out of? this is good, right? Yes, that's great. And then if you jump on it enough, it becomes dirt, and dirt is still really good for dead ground. It's just not as cool as textured. Okay, I think it's time I just go through this. Okay, this needs to be... Certain parts of this do need to be a building. That's the issue. And I really don't want to build a building. I'm quite tired of building buildings, actually. Wait, I thought... What movie are you building? You can tell me that. You should... Is that Charlie? Tell her that I'm pissed at her. No, tell her what she thought of it. What did she think of it? Okay. That means it's good. Well, I love Charlie, so like... And? I'm allowed to love extended family, right? Mason? So that's not what I said. I sounded nothing like that. You're making me sound like something I'm not. Mason, I have to report this to Dr. Halford. Lest I become the monster. Okay. I, for some reason, just completely failed to realize that there was 4 more blocks here. The fact that I'm building the ground before I'm even building the building that's going to go here, so I'm just making ground that's going to get covered. What is it? You see, I don't pay attention. I can agree with that also. There's also something I can never go without using. I think everyone has one. Sure. I couldn't hear what you said because Charlie interrupted you. Electrical. What did she say? What did she say? Tell me now. Fine, but if she says something bad, I'm going to strangle her until she's out of breath. Quite the contraire, my friend. Good boy, good boy. I didn't give consent. Stop. It's slash give light block. Yeah, but like I have to say like at S at A. Well, at S. Yeah. Yeah, underscore what number you want. I mean, you can change the number, obviously. Well, that's one of the fun parts. But of course. Yeah, give yourself 15 if you just want pure light. Because 15 is like the sun's light, practically. Or you gave yourself, like, 1, sure. Okay. Whenever I finish this building, so soon. Well, no, not whenever I finish the building. When I finish the building and some other crap. So, yeah. How close am I? Okay, I'm right around where I built the next layer. Freaking love building this, but it's definitely going to add to the overall aesthetic. So... I mean, it doesn't look that bad. I need to make sure that this gets that. I really don't care what it looks like from the front, honestly, at this point. Okay. I want to go ahead and just do stuff like this. I don't like having to build it double layer, but, like, you know... Then again, do I care? No. Did I ask? No. So, you know, there we go. That's going to be a long given oxidize. That oxidize goes practically to the top of the... oh, whatever, I don't actually care. I'm at that point in my build where I literally just want to, like, get finished with the exterior. Okay, I'm just going to build up to the top of whatever the frick the oxidized is. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Oh, it actually looks pretty good, not gonna lie. This should not be here. I love it, actually. We're getting into the weathered, which means we need to start building a bit up. Weathered is the tallest, so I have a couple blocks to spare. I proceed to build literally lower than ever before. Okay. I really feel good about this build. Like, actually. Like, I don't know what it is about this build, but love it so much already. And I don't think I've had this sensation since I finished the first build. And as you know, I'm not even near done with this build, so I still have a ways to go before I can actually, you know, fully feel satisfied. I shouldn't feel satisfied yet. Because, I mean, if I've learned anything, it's that I should never be satisfied. You can never be satisfied. I mean, my name is Angelica Schuyler. Alexander Hamilton. Where's your family from? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely... I need to build a bit more up. I need to build, like, 1, 2, 3 up. Now, see, it's going to intersect with that. And it's also going to kind of, you know, get with that, which is kind of an issue. But I do like how it's not fully showing that. Okay. And now I'm going to start building with, out of this, only 3 tall. Hey. Not really, but I'm just building I'm still building the same wall. It's generally making me crash out. Well, that part of the wall's finished. Wait, what am I doing? What is? The lights? Yeah, you can't do that with lights. You on light blocks? Could, through or like on? I'm so confused. You cannot. They will destroy the light block. Okay. That looks sick. I'm sorry, but like, he's sick with it. Hold up. Can I make this like a bit taller? Like this? Honestly, this kind of looks sick. Like, he's just a bit sick with it. Wait, why is this actually kind of good? I kind of like this design. Which means I'm going to have to go all the way around the wall and do it. Oh my god. Well, looks like I know what I'm doing for a couple clock ticks. Thankfully, I don't have to make it 3D because I finally made it so you can't really look over it. It's like, you can. Oh my god. The catwalks are ruining everything. Even if you aren't even going to be able to go on them, I want the players to go on the catwalks. I want the players to be able to see the place from a top-down view. I'm putting so much effort into this one build, and I don't even have a single hiding spot yet. It seems like we're going to be working on this together, duo, where we're just going to be in the world. So that you said you can't get on the world tomorrow? Okay, great. That means we can have... The thing is, Sunday people will have time, just very little. So you better expect to get, like, nothing done. Oh, well, this one is kind of shortened like this because I want to finish this and the entirety of Soulbound Life, which still is going to be called off for basically this entire weekend because of this. I want to finish all that before next week. Well, like before Thursday. Looks like I need to build another layer, I guess. Man, I love it when my design philosophy of make sure it's good from all angles, I just betray that trust every single second. There is no such thing as good from all angles. No matter what, someone's going to say it doesn't look good, and then boom, it's not good from all angles. And I honestly don't care if people don't like my build. I like it, and that's what matters. But honestly, people won't even see this top portion, so it doesn't really affect me. Actually, I do have one hiding spot, and I think I have my only hiding spot that I'll be using. And I'm just going to make a whole bunch of other hiding spots. It looks way better now. Way better. Like, God, it's so much better. Bro, that's disgusting. Miku? Bro, thank you for telling me that, Mason. Bro, genuinely my heart's stopping looking at this. I can't believe I built this. I can't believe that I built something as mediocre as this. I'm so proud of myself. You know, I'm just gonna be proud of myself. You know, I built something that isn't ugly. I want to know what movie it is. Yes, Charlie. Charlie, it is a bad word. No. See, I'm a family-friendly YouTuber. That's yeah. She is though. Mason, never say that again. Exactly. Never say that again. Because Charlie doesn't deserve to be quoted like that. Only you do. Okay. Okay, I have no idea. Well, mine looks like a bunch of candles. So beat that. Electricity. Yes. I don't want you to ever speak to me again, okay? You don't get the appeal of my gray candle, my brown candle, and my copper candle. And my Undertale candle. Okay, I have two more things to build. Like I have this other brown field I need to make, which is gonna be really easy. And I don't really want to build a building back here, but there has to be something back here. You know, Mason? Mason, learn. You gotta learn something. I also have been having to build everything by hand. I haven't used slash fill this entire time. And when you see my build, you're gonna be like, I feel like those perfectly rectangle boxes were made with slash fill. And I'll be like, no, they were actually made with painstaking hand placement. And you're gonna be like, wow, Finley, that's just not true. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, but it is. And you're gonna be like, wow. I mean, Mason, I feel like you're doing really good on your build. Like, even though I don't know what you're actually doing, I feel like no matter what you do, it's gonna be good. That sounds horrible. Am I wrong? That's what I thought. Why can you not have beds? Well, you can use commands for that, but it'll say they set their spawn point to somewhere, but all they'll know is chords. But it will say in chat, set this player spawn point to. I like the gimmick. The gimmick sounds fun. I actually love that gimmick. It's just, yeah. Because I'm not turning commands off because I don't trust Bachman or Owen to not, you know, do something stupid. Oh yeah, Bachman also hasn't finished. It's me and Bachman who haven't finished. Anyway, I'm working on this little wall right here. I don't really know what's going to happen here. Let me see what I'm going to do here. How tall do I want to do it? This tall? No, I don't like how it's equal. Everything's supposed to be unequal here. You know, because I'm a nonconformist, and I do what I want. Thank you. You know, I never thought you cared about me like that. Well, just tell them don't break any. Favorite build in total? Oh, definitely Kellen's. His was the best. Owen's was 0 out of 10, worse than any build I've ever seen anybody make. Mason, yours, I was gonna say you also had so much time when you made that, is what I'm gonna say, but it was your first build in Seek, which, you know, I'll give you that. It was your first, and you definitely made a horrible opinion with me about your building skills, but I still think that you can, and you will, impress me this time. Well, you know, I mean, I suck at this, so, I mean, it makes sense. I'm going to take that as a compliment and move on. Okay. Oh, I have so much more to build. I thought I was almost done for a second, and then I realized, ha ha ha, that's so funny. You think you're done at 1 a.m. in the morning? No. You have so much more to do. I, I thought this stream was only going to be like 20 minutes long, just getting Mason back on the world and then logging off, basically, but nope. I'm getting a bit lazy with my build, which I think is fine. But one of the main themes of my build is randomness and non-conformity. That's one of the parts about it I love, is how I'm just using random blocks to tell a story of Fallout. Why am I only doing 4 at a time? Like, let's do all of them at a time. Let's get this done in one big sweep. Yeah, people won't really even notice. But I mean, the fact that just, like, the vibe that's already being created. I know I'm going to actually have to place a black thing over this. I'm going to do that after I finish this wall, before I do the next brownfield. Wait, I said I was going to do this all in one sweep, and I meant it. I'm just afraid of getting carpal tunnel. Not really. Well, I don't do that. I listen and I judge. I'm sorry, but, like, I do. What is this game? You're too young to have a crush. Yeah, I want to play that instead. Can we do that? What was 6 years ago? I didn't hear it. Oh, that's divalicious. Still sounds divalicious, Mason, and don't you dare try to discriminate. You do. You do. And? There might be an ulterior reason, Mason. Okay, Mason, I'm almost done building my last wall, and then I have to build a black thing over my entire thing, make a star system, and then make the last brownfield. And then I may be done. I'm hopefully done for the day. Because then all I have to do is interiors the next day. Which honestly to me is going to be worse, because I freaking hate interiors. Okay. Wow. This ugly odd building is done. And now, besides my one brownfield that I'm actually going to make before doing that, I think the build is done. For the day. Like I said, for the day. Wait, you're getting off? Well, I'm getting off in a while. You don't even want to talk? Fine, I guess. No. I'm getting off after I finish this. I have had enough Minecraft, and I know I'm going to have more Minecraft tomorrow. Today. So, yeah. And then it was just me. Left to finish this all. With you, my 0 viewers. I can't believe I'm doing all this. I hope to get that wow reaction from everybody. That's what I'm searching after. Genuinely. If I can get that from everybody, I'm going to feel so proud for myself. Okay. I love this block selection. One of my favorites. Okay, time to fly over. It's so weird getting around the map now. I think one of people's shock factors is going to be learning how to get around, which is going to be fun to play around with. I have so many blocks I can make like such good patterns now. And this pattern is horrible noise, and I freaking love it. Okay. I want to fix this. This is annoying me. Okay. This area here, I'm going to build a dead tree. That is my plan, is to build a dead tree here next thing. So here I'm going to kind of build like a little outline of like why, like this isn't obviously going to be how it is, but I do think building it out of like mud and some destroyed wood would be nice. But something like that to go there. I like the roads. I want things in between the buildings. That's going to be part of the power theme. Bye-bye, grass. Gotta make sure that there's none of you by the time we reach the final day. This area right here. And to this little underside. With this path right here, going into this path, going into the dirt wall because I'm too lazy. Over here, there is no grass. This is the most completed area, this corner. And of course, I haven't even made any ways to get in here yet. But my plan is to allow you to get up into, like, I have a staircase up in here. Like, you can get up here. Because my plan is once you get up here, I want you to... Oh, wait, in order to get to me, which I will be hiding in here, in order to get to me, you're going to have to... Can you jump from here? I think there'll be plenty of ways you could get to me. But my plan is for you to have to get here, because I don't think you can... You can't... I mean, you can get here. But I don't really know. I think a better way would be if people have to jump across the way. Okay, well, see, I suck at parkour. Oh, great. Yeah, see? You jump across, and you won't see this on the front. You only see it from that side. Then once you're up here, you go, wow. That's what you expected to do, and then I will just be hiding right in this hole. That's my plan. I gotta make a bunch of other hiding spots. I want I want people to explore every other part of the map first. So I want there to be obvious hiding spots that will lead you on a rabbit chase, like a thing. Like something hiding inside here, something hiding inside here. Like an obvious trapdoor in the front or something that leads you to go into it, and then it leads you to a whole can of worms so that you explore everywhere before you go that back there. But lastly, this area looks nice, but I want to see what it will look like when plunged in total darkness. I'm not going to look at his build. I'm not going to look at his build. I'm not going to look at his build. Now, this doesn't really do anything, but I feel like it makes it better. I don't know. Like here, once I lay like 3 down, I want to see the effects. Like, I feel like it makes everything darker. Like, from the backside, it doesn't really do anything. But from here, I think it makes it look cool. I don't think Bachman will mind me, taking his idea. Because I'm also going to have to overlay an entire black concrete wall layer over it. Because then I want to make a star system. Which, if you don't know how that works, it's going to be fun to do. And I think instead of using end rods, what if I use, like, just full-on fog lights? Because that sounds even more fun. I wish I got a shader that, like, was applied to everyone in here. That was, like, combined glass just combined with each other. Like, quality of life stuff like that. Stuff that makes it look way better. Like here, look at this. I think the darker makes it look better. And I don't care if this, like, ruins the authenticity of it. I like it a lot more. I'm trying something new. For me, at least. And, that's always a good thing. Is trying something new. Of course, I am genuinely tired after starting this at 7:30 and it's now 1 a.m. That would be 7:30 to 12 is, well, 4 hours, 30 minutes, plus an hour would be It's been 5 hours about since. Well, it's been more than that, but like, it's been about 5 hours since I started this build, and I'm not even started on the interior yet. I've genuinely spent so long on the exterior. And I'm afraid that people either didn't put that much effort in, or will think my base looks build. Well, yeah, that's how you can tell I'm tired. That my build looks ugly, and I'm just afraid of that. But, you know, I believe that there's still a world and there's still a way. Let me see how the lights look. I don't know, the lights just look better. This might just be a me thing. And from the side, like, look at balconies from the side. That looks like, you can't see, like, anything. And that's kind of the point, is that this is supposed to be, like, a self-contained city. It's like, this place is, like, different, man. And also, this is going to be my first build, not forcing the player to go underground so far. So far. Yes. Because normally builds the player went at least like one block beneath the ground. So far, they do not need to. All they need to do is technically go up. But my goal is for them to even be able to. I want to make like roadblocks or something. Or, like you see the way you need to go, but then again, you can't go there. That's my goal. Like here's the thing. Like I want the people to. Oh, the catwalks are another way. I want the players to have to go through the catwalks instead. I like that more. Let me go ahead and fix this. I want the players to have to go through the catwalks, go up here, risk their lives by jumping down on here, or there. I think that'd be cool. Because, you know, the catwalks are a very fun thing. These are going to be fun to do work with interior. I'll have infinite stuff to do with them. But, like, I want players to have to go, like, it's not like you have, I don't want it to be like, you have to do stuff to find me, but I don't want it to be you can find me immediately. I want people to explore my base. So I want people to, like, you know, go into every building. So they'll expect me hiding in the back, I'm assuming. But will they expect me, like, going through here? When you turn down here, or, like, when you turn down here, instead of being able to get in, there's going to be, like, a sign that says, like, take the back route. When you take the back route, my idea is this building is big enough, let there be, like, a staircase inside of it or something. Like, this way we'll have a roadblock, and so you have to take the back route back here. But, like, this way, if you can tell, is blocked. Oh no, it's blocked. So, you can't get over it, which means you have to go inside the building or whatever. But in order to get into this building, you actually have to go through, like, every other building to get on top of this building. To then be able to go across these and go into the building. Something like that. That's my plan. And then you have to climb all the way up to the catwalks. By doing parkour, climb through the catwalks, get through there. And in order to get to there, you have to go through this building, going into this building, going all the way up to this one, going down through the... Wait! What if you start by going into the yellow one? Well, actually, you can't. That area is literally dead. What if you start by going into the teal one, have to go through this one, and then a little underground passageway? I know. Or maybe you go into this one instead, but it's all going to be underground. So you go into this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, and then this one, and then you go up to this one via some other path I'll make. Then you go up into this one, and then this one is somehow going to take you back down there. I don't know. I just realized I haven't made a roof for this. Great. Looks like I'm taking a little pause to make this one part look like it fits the theme. Okay. I have so much to do tomorrow. And don't forget, Sunday I'll have like an hour or two to add to it. So it's not like all hope is going to be lost if I don't finish tomorrow. Because basically how it works is everyone just gets extra time on Sunday. The due date's definitely technically Friday, but like I give people extra time because I, care about them. And I've never built with this much redstone. It's so cool. I'm so hyped to show everybody this one. I love it. Let me build like the castle looking things over this. Yeah, let me go ahead and do. I don't plan for people to see over it, but I still want it to look good and presentable. You know, because I love it. I love this design. I love this build. It's so tight. Like, you look at my castle build, there's so much walk room. So much walking room. So much so to the point where it feels like there's more walking room than there is, like, thing. And also, I barely built up. There was so much room, I built out instead. You look at my second build, I built up a bit, but there's still so much empty room that I didn't do anything with. But then you look at this build, and not only did I build up, I also built out. So I fulfilled both parts. I love it. I love it so much. Now from the catwalks, you can see that. So let's fix that. I didn't need to make that roof anyway. Well, you think I care? I care more about the fact that my build is almost done on the exterior. Now I'll do anything to make it look better. Do you know what that includes? Not only doing the finishing roof, working on star systems, also making a clock looking redstone thing inside of the brown disgusting building. That's something I'm gonna do now, because I will, and I just can, and I want to. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave that one as is. Never thought I'd build out of mud this much. I knew mud was going to be a very interesting block when it was introduced to Minecraft, but I didn't know I was going to use it this much. Anyways, the darkness is definitely playing into effect here. Like, look at this. It's fitting the vibe perfectly. Anyways. Okay. Let me just... Let me do it. Let me just make it. Right here, right now, I put the offer out. Sorry. I want to make it close to the ground, but I also want to make it, like, stand out. I really just want to make another one. Somebody's just calling me to make another one. But, like, on what surface? Well, looks like I know what the interior of this building is going to be. Okay, actually, though, this kind of looks nice. Okay, look. This room has, like, no room. We can admit that. But that will not stop me. It didn't stop me before, and it won't stop me now. Let me go and put some light in here. Light, 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 light. Okay. Whoop. Let's start right here. I have 2 paths to go here, which is always a good start. And we're going to immediately start by going forwards a bit. Going up to here. Okay, so yeah, it hits that, obviously. Some might say it even Stevens. Okay, yeah, there we go. And now if we go around here, this one's going to be easy. If we just go... Yep. And now if we go up... onto here, this is odd, but I like it, honestly. And then, looks like we're doing this thing again. My favorite redstone. And I have room here. I have a lot of room. So let me go out. 1, 2, 3. Redstone. Up. And I need to go all the way around. I'm definitely playing this a bit odd. But I want to have more time between it. Like, a lot of time between it. This isn't cutting off any redstone, shockingly. Oh, frick! Well, this last part ought to be easy. Okay. And, not gonna lie, it might be the easiest clock I've set up in a while. Why is that one not working? Why is there one that isn't going? This ought to be an easy fix. This ought to be super duper easy. Actually, yes, it will be. Okay, now this ought to be easy. Nope, gotta fix that also. I mean, technically it's a circle. Somehow. By some miracle. So, you know, it's like this one, but better. And now it's just time to, you know, do the classic. So I just really wanted to break from placing glass. And, you know, this is to me one of the most fun things I've figured out how to do in this entire time of building. Huh? I love this so much. Yes. Dude, it's so good. You're never gonna even notice it. All you're gonna see is a bit of a clock. Anyways, we're almost done. We have, now that I've finished my final, I'm not gonna say final because it's not my final. Now that I've finished my last clock of the day, my final clock of the day is what I should say. Because trust me, I'll be making plenty more clocks. Because I've gotten so much better at them. I can't believe I've actually learned stuff. Building SQL is a way to exercise your building. And I knew I was going to learn a couple of ways to build like texturing. I did not know I was going to learn redstone. But then again, the moment I got electricity, I should have known it was coming. Like, think about it. How can you do electricity without even a tiny bit of redstone? You can use copper to simulate wires and all that stuff, but in the end, you're still just using, like, if you want to have any moving stuff, I do plan to do a moving puzzle. Especially, maybe even in the gray building, because that building has a whole bottom half. Or the copper building, because that building has a pretty decent sized area. But somewhere in one of those buildings, I plan to build a puzzle where you have to use, like, a piston and move stuff. Or to move, like, a block to the end or something. Man, building this entire thing without a single bit of world edit, or slash fill, is crazy. No slash filling floor, no slash filling to make a block, none of that. Man, this build is crazy. Like, my plan was to give people 50 by, or this is like 50 by 50 or something, I don't know. I always say 80 by 80, but I don't really know. Let me actually look. I think it's 50. Negative 130. Negative 70. Yeah, that's 50. Wait, no. That's 60. 30, 30. Yeah, that's 60. Okay, so this is a 60 by presumably 60, but I'm not really going to say. This is 60 blocks wide. The plan was to give people 20 by 20 and force them to build up a bunch. But I want people to be able to build to how they want for 2 whole days. Now, if it looks empty, that's fine. You can build something that's small in the plots, and that still could be as good as something as big as mine. Like, Sarah's was a small Domino's, and yet it's still rivaled in my favorites up there with Kellen's full-scale Maze Runner abandoned village city looking thing. Like, he had like 4 whole towers, a bunch of parkour. His was designed super well, but there was no puzzles really, and the gameplay was just parkour. Sarah's though was a lot of puzzles and the smallest ever dominoes. And so to me, that is still one of the best builds. Sarah and Kellen's are both 2 of the best builds that I think. That and Bachman's Cyberpunk City. Those are the 3 best builds to ever be built on here. And I'm hoping that by the time I finish the interior, my build can be up there in the Hall of Fame. Because this build is already looking grandiose. And, you know, they say there's nothing more grandiose than being grandiose. Of course, I haven't even built the roof yet, so who knows how it's going to look with the roof. If it looks bad, guess what? I'm breaking it all, because I have unfinished determination. Not finished, endless. That's what I meant to say. You know, I kind of just wanted to, you know, put a cap on that building, because now it just literally actually looks like it was cut off, and that's kind of the point. Okay, I just realized I'm building over a layer. My point of that entire Prismarine building was just to look like a wedge. To look like it had something going for it. Because, you know, the entire point of this place is to be nonconformist. And also, I need more catwalks really bad. Those things look so cool. I want some over the main walkway. Like, I want some over this. Like, to go down from here and through here. Of course, that would cause a bit of an issue. You could get there. So instead, I'm going to probably take you on a little sharp turn here instead. Make sure you don't get in there. But that's my plan. I want to build a massive, and when I say massive, I mean massive, catwalk thing. Because from above, this place looks crazy. And I mean, even from, like, below, this place looks crazy. It is active. It is vibrant. It is definitely fitting the theme of Cyberpunk, but electricity. Like I said, I mean, I'm seeing it, especially with more redstone being added. But it's still not as prominent as it could be. Anyway. I'm just going to do a full-on layer of black. Time to build a 60 by 60 layer of black by hand. I just built 64 blocks up. I should be proud of myself. Instead, I'm out here looking at all these old builds. Like, look, Balkan's build was a simple house with a little back rooms. I didn't play Cooper's build yet, but it looks calm and simple. Bachman's was Cherry Grove. Mine was pretty big last time. Like, you look here. Like, Owen's Graveyard. That constitutes as a build, despite it being the worst build I've ever seen. It still constitutes as a build. even if it's the most, like, boring thing ever. The thing with Graveyard, you have so many things you can do with that. I mean, I shockingly haven't gotten a build I'm not really good at. I mean, Sands was definitely a test of my Undertale knowledge. And I built Judgment Hall from memory. So, the amount of frisk responses to Stronger Than You I've seen should have gotten me down a bit. But this, I looked at a couple images online, saw that it was a whole bunch of just shapes on top of each other. Dude, look at it from above. I love that one down there. That one's one of my favorites. I want to make another copper clock. The thing is like, ooh, a copper clock on here would be cool, right here. I mean, okay, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted. Oh no. Oh frick. I mean, like, I could definitely do something with the interior of this. But right now, I just really want to build a copper clock. I mean, I think it'd be so cool to have one on the front of this place, right? Wouldn't that be just sick? And it's 3x3. Like, that's pretty big. That's pretty prominent. But 5x5, I mean, like, now you're talking. Okay, that's 4x4. But 5x5, I mean, now you're talking. The issue with the 5x5 is, I don't think you can even do that. Just because of how... Okay, copper light, what's it called? Copper bulb. Wait, is this just oxidized? It is, I want waxed. I know that they're the same thing, but I still want that. I don't know how this is gonna look. But we're gonna find out. Okay. The amount of these clocks are set up is going to be tested by a medical professional. I'm becoming the new mumbo jumbo of Bedrock. This is peak. Okay, let's just see what happens if we just do this. That only changes one. Why do they have the same thing as that? Okay, I think I might just have to put this as this. Okay, I think it's just gonna be like this. Except that this is gonna have to start a block back. Okay, right? And now... No. There. And there. And... Ah, I don't want to have to do that. That breaks up all symmetry. How can I manage that? This. This is how I can manage that. That's still ticking me off, and I can't do anything about that, though. I think it's just gonna have to... We're just gonna have to settle with that. Okay. Well, here's what we can do. We can do this, going around to this type of thing, going over here, and actually I can kind of just take it up here like this. And then, with Bing Bang, we can get this one right here. And well, guess what? We can also get this. I have other stuff I can do, I just realized. Like, I can be better. Like, look. Look at this. Like, I kind of forgot I could just do this. I mean, like, what else can I really do? I don't really think I can do anything else, actually. Oh, wait, actually, hold up. I'm pretty sure this works. And I want to put some here also, but that's going to get a bit messy. If I put some here, nothing happens. You know, we just can't have those two next to each other. Can't. I just gotta see which ones, you know. I gotta make sure that there's no redstone on it. And I think I want to get some prismarine in the midst. Like here. Ooh, where did I put that? Oh, frick, I broke the redstone to this one. There we go. I know that broke the redstone repeater. But that's why I'm here. Wait, no, like that. Yeah, like that. Boom. It's actually looking kind of cool. Let me take a look from the outside. Oh my gosh. These three clocks are featured so prominently. They look so good. Well, I call them clocks, but they're really just like... I don't really know what to call them, honestly. They're just kind of like light plate things. Okay. What? So this is going to be a long process. And I want to use something that will fit the theme. So these are going to be the light source. And based on the space I have, we'll be putting these like right here. And then we're putting a light, a glass, and then a glass, and then another glass. That's what we're going to be doing for lighting at the sky. And then we're going to see how it works. My goal is that the lights can be generated not by nature, but by, what's it, you know, the area itself. That's kind of how I imagine it to be, is nighttime theme, and all the light is generated by it itself. This one feels so empty, it's so sad. I mean, I'm really excited to see how this goes. I mean, Owen got backrooms as the third person to get backrooms, and If you don't know, this world is very special to us. We have our first ever builds, our second ever builds. Well, our first ever builds on a separate world, but we have our technically, but on this world, our first, second, third, and this is our fourth build and seek on this world. And don't question any of the other stuff that's around us. That doesn't exist. I think that this area is turning out brilliantly dark, which is exactly how I want it. Because then that's going to force me to use lighting, and my goal is to make epilepsy happen. No, 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 that's not my goal. I caught myself. My hope is that the nighttime lights give a bit of brightness, and I don't want to use... Oh, that's an issue. I'll use tinted glass. I'll probably be using black stained glass instead, because I want light to actually go through this stuff. But can this go through tinted glass? No, it can't. So it looks like I'll be using black glass instead. Because light just can't go through it. Which, you know, is a bit of an issue. I like the idea of the beacon. The beacon's a good theme. It's lights, not only, but it's also just like... Oh my gosh, I love the flooring lighting. Whenever I finish the nighttime sky, I'm gonna have to see how this looks because... Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking stoked to work on the inside of this. This has been such a fun build. This is now my 2 hour and 23rd minute in my second stream. I've been working on this build for longer than I worked on the first build on stream. My off stream, I just did some basic decoration. I've been working on this way longer than I did on my second build, which was one session. I've been working on this almost the same length as actually about the same length as I worked on my third build. This is my biggest build yet. And thank God for that, because this is such a good build. People are going to look around, they're going to be like, why is there a black beacon coming out of Finley's thing? I'm just going to be sitting here going, oh, you should be excited to find out. I think because, you know, people accidentally see each other's. People are going to see mine, they're going to go, what? And then whenever it's revealed, they're not really going to be that crazy. I still just think the whole entire, like, the front view is not enough. You can't see everything you need to know because of the front. You need to look around on the ground and see everything. I love Always Day, it's so nice. Force you to come up with these creative ways to give the illusion of nighttime, such as black concrete. Or I guess you could have done tinted glass, but I like the idea of building a nighttime sky. I've just now recently learned how tinted glass works. Like, look, that light is not projecting any light on the ground, which you could say is good, but that kind of defeats the entire purpose of the nighttime sky to make some light. Okay, we're almost there. We're so close. Man, this is crazy. I can't believe... Sorry, I'm just still so... I was saying this build sucked. Like, I was building that copper thing. I hated that copper thing. I still kind of don't like the copper thing, and I don't like how it looks. But now that I've built the rest of it, it fits the build. And honestly, with all the chaos that's happening in here, I don't really think I need to change the textures of these just yet. Oh god. Oh god, why is it so actually kind of scary? Yeah, I like it. I like my build. My build is nice. And just, you know, for completionist sake, I'm going to make the black cover every single block of dirt, even if it's this wall. Just because, you know, for finisherist sake, not completionist sake, because we don't say that anymore. Mine is fully sealed over now. Okay. Like, look, you stand below this. But, like, put a couple layers of black glass between you. And boom, you've got a bit of a nighttime sky. But what we have to start by doing is placing a bunch of fog lights. This is just setting the mood. Okay, boom. Honestly, I think this is enough. I'm gonna get this tinted glass out of here, otherwise I'm gonna accidentally confuse it. Anyway, let's not get too hasty, because I can easily lose sight of the black glass. Let's start by getting it all on this side. What we just did with all that black concrete? Yeah, we gotta do that 3 more times. And it's not even gonna do a good effect, honestly. It's just there. I don't know. I just like it. I like everything about this build. Despite how weird it is. And I have a feeling that's gonna happen a bunch. I wonder how this is gonna come out in post. How much I'm gonna cut, how much am I gonna time lapse? Am I gonna include me explaining any of these things? No. These are questions only future me will know. Anyway, we're almost done with 1/5 of this area. I mean, we look down from below, and literally not much of a difference. But it's definitely something. I will say that. And I think 3 layers of glass will do something. So we're just gonna chill. I wish I had music on. If I had music on, this would be a lot more entertaining for me. I would be singing, have my mic muted, all that stuff to make sure your ears don't have to worry about me, but you know. I'm so close to finishing. These 3 layers of glass and I'm actually done with most of the exterior. The only exterior I have to finish is any exterior connecting the buildings. There's a couple, you know, little itty-bitty pieces here and there that I want to do, such as like wires connecting each of the buildings. That's all stuff that can be done after finishing the entire thing. Like when I know everything's done, all that the little tiny touches. Right now, I just want to get the outline and what's my plan. And tomorrow's basically going to be the what's my plan and the how's it going to be done. I want people to have to look through every location before finding me, but I don't want it to be a quest. I don't want it to be like you have to find levers in these hidden chests like you had to do every other time. I want it to be instead, you could honestly just breeze past every single hiding spot and just go straight to the end and find me, basically. Or you could miss me. You could start going on the right path, miss me, go down on a separate path, go past me and all that stuff, and go look around for a while. Like, I want it to be something where it's not a straight, like, goal. Which, obviously, I'm hyped for. Gotta make sure my hands still work. You know, all they've been doing is sitting on a controller holding left trigger. This is definitely much better from the daytime view. Here's the thing. The lighting, it's not very good. If you can't tell, the only like from the ground, the only good lighting, like back here, there's no lighting. So I'm gonna have to work some redstone in these rooms, like some good redstone in these rooms, and make sure that you can, you know, get all the stuff you want. Not all the stuff. Make sure you can see. AKA, there's gonna be a lot less room in each room. um, like I'm gonna have to play around with as little areas I get. So all the hiding spots are gonna be in small areas. But it's going to be hype because that means I get to play with more redstone stuff. I get to play with. I have an idea where the redstone repeaters are just like I'm gonna make a line of lights, and they're gonna go in a line, and then it's gonna loop back, or like a circle. Like I have so many ideas. And basically tomorrow, I'm gonna start with making sure that the lighting is good, where you can see everything clearly. So whether that be using fake light, whether it be using real light sources, using light blocks on spots that people aren't going to be able to look at, so I don't have to spend extra time on it, and stuff. Just make sure all the lighting works. And then the next part is going to be making the game, because I want people to be able to, you know, escape and stuff. I think only doing 2 layers of black might actually be okay. I don't want to do a third really bad. And then the final part, after, you know, making sure that people can find me, there's other hiding spots, is to add the finishing touches to make this look really good. Because electrical. This currently fits the theme of electrical. It has redstone. It has lights. I mean, like, technically that's not all electrical, but like, when you think of electrical, you can think of wires and stuff. And if you think about it, I've got wires all around here. And there's going to be some puzzles involving redstone. Like, I want people to have to, like, you're going to get a redstone torch. This is probably going to be for one of the fake ones. But you're going to get a redstone torch, and you have to, like, place it down correctly with a comparator in order to open a door. Or something like that, you know? Fun stuff like that. Dude, that clock, that, like, light, I love it so much. This thing is so cool. I love it. Anyway. Final layer. Hooey. I never thought I'd get this far. Really, I didn't, actually. Look at the reflection in the copper. Oh my gosh. Vibrant visuals is so cool, bro. They nailed all those reflections. What they didn't do well is darkness. But, you know. At least these lights light up, like, the top of the entire map. They don't really provide good light source for the overall map. But that's where, you know, my redstone's gonna come in. Because right now, there's, like, specific clocks. Like, you have my clock down. You have, like, I could go through and show you all my clocks. That, that sounds really wrong. Did I break something in the roof? I'm shocked I didn't. Oh, did I? I did. Anyway. Yeah, so, basically, I'm just really proud, of all my works of her. Like, look. It's not that cool of an effect, but from all the way on here on the ground, it does something. And basically my goal is, like, I'm going to have lights everywhere. Like, you can see still, but I'm going to have lights everywhere. Like, you have these lights here. Those are the cool lights. But you're going to have, like, round lights everywhere. So you can always see where you are. Because this place is supposed to be bright, vibrant. Now, obviously it's supposed to be... There's supposed to be... The back colors are supposed to be darker. So I'm going to use... Because the oxidized stuff provides less light than the full copper. Like this provides less light than a fully activated copper, duh. Right? So basically my goal is the areas with the, you know, copper are going to have the copper ones, and the areas with the blue are going to have blue, right? And so like basic color theory, and then it's gonna be, because I'm sure the areas with the oxidized were, older, like closer to the ground, so it's like not as vibrant. Well, this basically my idea is the ground's supposed to be less vibrant than the sky. The sky should have more lights. The ground should be bright, yes, but it should be bright in a different way. It should be bright in like a I can see everything, but it's not blinding. The sky should be bright, like signs everywhere. And that's why I like rhinestones and stone cutters as decoration for the streets. Like on the sides of buildings and stuff to fulfill the theme. I'm not that good of a builder, but it's fun to see myself make these crazy realizations that everyone realizes when they're building. Like, oh, I can use redstone to make a redstone clock. Like, my first time figuring out a redstone clock was making a lighthouse on a creative world with my father back in like 2015? 2016 or 2017. Like, it's 2026, guys. That was like almost 10 years ago. And even though I made a redstone clock on that world, I needed a tutorial to figure out how to make a lighthouse. And now I'm out here making these complex... freaky, light machines. Like, look at this. Like, obviously, we're gonna pretend like that one turns on. But, like, look at this. Like, this is crazy. I'm out here making this, and, like, people would need a tutorial for this, and I'm out here making it without even needing, like, anything. And, like, when there's a problem, I figure out things. Like, I figure out blocks blocking redstone and stuff like that, and glass, knots. Like, I'm figuring out all these things, which is just, it's just crazy. I don't know. Quasi-connectivity not being on bedrock, no problem. I can still, like, oh my gosh. The only thing that I hadn't sadly figured out was how to turn the beacon on and off, because I really wanted the beacon to be flickering. But looking at it now, I kind of like it stationary. It's way cooler like that, honestly. It makes me feel more, how do I say, in the mood? I don't really know. However, I do not want it to be that blinding thing. I want to try black. I want to see if I turn it fully black, what will that do? Like, that's going to be my last test before I get off, finally. If it's fully black, does that ruin the vibe? Because right now it's kind of carrying the light right now. That area is the only bright area. Besides the area with the lights down on the floor, which I honestly think, I don't know, I want the sky to be more vibrant than the floor. But then again, the floor is where the people are. And where the people are should always be the most bright. I think I could make some roof lights. That would be kind of cool. I have so many ideas. And these ideas are going to be odd. Very odd. But I'm excited to do them, because my favorite things about Minecraft is you test and you learn and you find out if it works or if it doesn't. And I don't plan to grow up to be a professional Minecraft builder. Like, there's no way. What I do plan to do is, like, to have, like, fun. Well, I can. Anyway, yeah, let me just see. Like, from the floor, from where you're walking, you can see the sky. And it definitely, oh my gosh. Dude, that is sick. Like, look at that. Like, when the light is here, it looks odd. But, like, that's good. And then when you're over here in the full dark. Okay, not gonna lie. Even though I have this here to give light, I think if I made this fully black, it would honestly be better. But I want people to be able to see my build from face on. That's the only reason I have to do that. But, like, look. Here, let me try this. Actually, I can just do this. I don't like that. I like that a lot more. Anyway. This is my build. Oh my gosh. That's so sick. Like, dude, people head on. All you're seeing in my build is this. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. when we go through, that's what you see for Owen's, this is what you see for mine. I mean, you can see outlines. Of course, whenever there's more lights given and everything, like, there's gonna be... Oh, gosh. My plan is to have a clock here. I know I just have to get off, but my last thing for the night, my last thing. Oh my gosh, I'm addicted to these freaking things, bro. It's so sad. My last thing is I want to make a clock right here. But this one's gonna be simple. Oh, frick. No. This one's going to be simple. And I can probably move it somewhere else. But like, I kind of actually do value how this building looks. I want to build it... I kind of want to have one facing front from down low. But the thing is, I don't want to, take this whole area. Because, like, I could go around making everything light level 15 and, make it to a right. But that's just not cool. But yeah, I want to do, I want to do something here really badly. So what I can do is right here. This. And it is exactly what you think it is. It's just a simple 4-way device that's only going to take up... Let's see how much it takes up. I bet we could put the stuff right here. The clock could be literally right here. Like, super close. Because here's what we can do. Okay, well, actually, it can't be this close. But it can be this close. My goal is to just take up this side, I guess, now. Why do I still have that block? Yeah, so I want players to still explore this building, because this building's going to have puzzles. So people are just going to be exploring this area with paying no mind to this area, which also means I could use this clock for another light source right here. Okay, I'm making things advanced now. I'm getting into the big numbers, the big shots. Now it's time to be a big shot. Okay. Gonna use this one clock for 2 lights. As far as I had all these perfectly set. Anyway, so we're going to have 1. Okay, yeah, no, I kind of already messed this up. If I have this whole area, we could do this and go up like this instead. And go like this. Wait, that's stopping that flow. Oh, freak. I don't know what is happening. How is this getting caused? There we go. Okay. This part here is quite simple. Yep, perfect. Now, this other part should also be quite simple. We just have to... Yeah, okay, this is easy. I have no idea how it looks, but it works, and that's all that matters. And now we can combine this redstone effortlessly with this redstone also to make a perfect match. Yeah, okay, that works. And I just have to do the same thing here. But one. And is this a hole up here? There is. I do not want that. I don't like how it's going dark for a couple seconds. That is odd. But that should be fixed with these. This shouldn't be bad. I mean, theoretically, I guess. Oh gosh, this one looks like it's going to be a tough cookie for me. It's got to end up right here, which means it has to go through here, which means, I mean, since it doesn't really interfere, that's fine. And we get out. Like nothing ever happened. And boom. We have these beautiful pieces of artwork that I love and cherish dearly. Oh, freak. That's fine. That didn't mess with anything. I forgot that that's a tree wood here. Honestly, I'm kind of liking how this tree's looking. I know I said I was going to change it, but I'm honestly kind of liking the mud. I don't know. It's kind of just growing on me, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of like just having an area to show the effects of the electricity is killing all the trees. I think that's a cool little, like, way to show is just this, like, horrid thing. I like that. I love it, actually. Love it so much that I think this might be a great way to end it for today. Finishing off this area, making these 5 chests worth it. Now you have another one down here, and another one along the side over here, and a night sky and a beacon. Man. See you guys next